Hey, everybody that's coming in, if y'all can hit the like button and share. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get on here. Hit the like button and share. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get on here. Hit the like button. Hey, Tony Bailey. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, Shanice. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Terry Dow. Hey, Jackie. How y'all doing, man? Um, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about the pros and cons of having some of these surgeries. The main one is the gastric sleeve, which is what I had. If y'all can hit that like button and hit the share button, please let everybody know. I am started. I'm trying to give people enough time to come in before I start, so I don't have to backdrop. You know what's going on, Fifi? How you doing? How you doing? How's it going in these YouTube streets for y'all? Cause I know things is rough, you know. A lot of drama, a lot of nonsense, man. I hope y'all definitely staying prayed up and staying positive. Cause I will tell y'all the more people know they can get to y'all, the more they definitely gonna continue trying. So don't let people steal y'all joy whatsoever. Hey, Toya, so excited to hear about your journey. I'm waiting for my final insurance approval for VSG. I'm nervous and excited. Honeybee, I can understand. It is like it's like excitement, but you be nervous and scared all at the same time. Cause that's how I was when I got my surgery. So trust me, I know. I'm good, Toya. How's the family? Fifi, we are great, man. Living life, loving life, you know. OB birthday is tomorrow, so we'll be trying to do something for his birthday coming up, 29, you know. 20 on the 29th, which is tomorrow. I'm gonna start in a few minutes, you guys. I'm gonna give everybody like 5 more minutes and see what's going on. So y'all hang tight, and I will be starting in just a second, man. Okay, how y'all doing? Um, I guess I'll start by saying, first of all, when I did get my gastric sleeve, I didn't just walk into a place and pay for surgery. I actually went through a program. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a place called Pardee Bariatric Surgeons. It's actually they do gastric bypass, lipo, all kind of different surgeries, sleeve, all kind of different surgeries and cosmetic surgeries. So with that being said, with my surgery that I went through, I enrolled in a program. Within that program, it gives you like a time frame to up until when you will have surgery. Like once you're first approved to have surgery, you will get a time frame of when you'll have it. You'll start knowing like from that day forward what you need to start eating, drinking, as far as exercising. They will even get your BMI. They'll put you on a real big machine. Where you get on this machine, you guys, it's gonna tell how much water weight, fat, mass, bones, muscle. It's gonna tell everything. So if anything is going on unsafe, they're definitely gonna let you guys know. Struggling to write my glasses. Happy Earth Day to hubby. Oh, okay. Thank you, Healing Hearts. But yes, so basically, when you go sign up, there are certain criterias that you have to meet to have the surgery. Patients must be a minimum of 18 years of age. Patient must be well motivated, informed, and have a strong support system to be considered for the surgery. Patients also must have a BMI greater or equal to 35 with at least one comorbidity, which means like you obese, something is going on to where you actually need this surgery. With me, I was a borderline diabetic, and I would have had to basically start having insulin if I didn't have the surgery. Mind you guys, I was only weighing in at like 286 of my surgery, 286, 290, something like that, for my surgery. So you're supposed to be at least like over 300 to have the surgery. So that's why it was really hard for me to be considered. But with me paying for the program, it was a different type of thing. Also, a lot of people keep asking, how does it go as far as payment wise? Does insurance cover it? I will say yes, insurance does cover it. At the time, I had Medicaid. Medicaid covered a certain portion, and I had to pay. I only had to pay $500 out of pocket, you guys. So it's very affordable. Um, I also had to look at whether you want a gastric sleeve or a gastric bypass. And in order, hang tight, just 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Where was I at? I don't know what I was saying last. Y'all know it's my husband's birthday, so I got some steaks in the oven, some potatoes on the stove, and some asparagus, some garlic butter, asparagus on the stove, and I had to go check that. You feel me? A wife duty never ends. Hey Rebecca, how you doing, love? But basically, to pick up where I think I left off at, it is certain requirements that you have to have this surgery. And there are the following risk factors, effects, and patients' abilities to be considered as a good candidate for bariatric surgery. Surgical history matters. Patients with a history of previous weight loss surgery or a history of major abdominal surgeries may be at high risk, and this surgical history will be considered in assessing risk. So that means you probably wouldn't be considered if you have those type of things going on. Patients with a history of major psychiatric illness, alcohol abuse, or drug abuse are not good candidates. Because when you have surgery, y'all, you got to understand this is the main organ. So by them cutting it, when you have the gastric sleeve, which is what I had, they're cutting off 85% of your stomach, which means they are taking 85% of your stomach out. My stomach is only able to hold, hold on, I'm looking at my papers, y'all. My stomach is only able to hold 8 to 10 ounces at a time, like, you know, as far as digesting and all of that. And that's with the gastric sleeve. So, and I had 85% of my stomach taken out. And after, once you get approved for your surgery, you will get a bariatric timeline. And that timeline is going to be like for pre-op liquid diet, surgery, post-op liquid diet, soft diet, and a regular diet, which means like the pre-op is liquid diet. You can, for 2 to 3 weeks after surgery, you're going to start off with low carb, high protein, where everything is going to be liquid straight after surgery. I can tell you that now. For the first 9 weeks. And yeah, hold on, I'm reading this. I don't want to tell y'all wrong for how long. Okay, the first 2 to 3 weeks is low carb, 50 grams per day to shrink the liver. So that means 2 to 3 weeks, you're only going to eat low carb, 50 grams per day, and that's going to have your liver to shrink. I know my doctor told me if my liver didn't shrink by the time of surgery, then he would definitely sew me back up and not do the procedure because it is very dangerous. High protein, 80 to 100 grams per day, 5 to 6 protein shakes per day. Aim for at least 64 ounces of water per day, and 1,200 to 1,500 calories or more, no more, and that's 2 to 3 weeks prior to your surgery. Then a week before surgery, you're going to stop all supplements 1 week prior to. Bring protein shakes with you to the hospital 1 to 2 nights, and you plan to stay 1 to 2 nights. I actually only had to stay overnight, and I was out the following day. For 3 weeks, there will be no carb restrictions, at least 130 grams a day. High protein, 80 to 100. Yeah, I just told y'all that. Okay. Yeah, when you come from the hospital, you'll immediately start your bariatric vitamins. With your bariatric vitamins, you guys, you're going to have to take those for the rest of your life. I do want to let y'all know that it's not just for a week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks. You will have to take bariatric vitamins for the rest of your life if you have the gastric sleeve. And I'm thinking the bypass as well. Hey, Dream Girl, how you doing, love? Thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you for the support. Yeah, so after that, you're going to want to eat every 2 to 3 hours, small, frequent meals. Choose food that are moist. That's after your liquid diet. Like when you first come home, you're going to have to do a liquid diet for 6 weeks. That's just protein shakes and stuff like that. After those 6 weeks, it'll go to soft, mushy foods, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. No doughy foods like bread, rice, pasta. Aim for at least 64 ounces per day. No caffeine. And y'all got to understand how hard that is. Hey, Nina Edwards, how you doing, love? Good afternoon to you. And then you're supposed to eat every 2 to 3 hours, small, frequent feedings. Introduce crunchy foods, nuts, seeds, crackers, raw fruits and vegetables. Caffeine intake can resume. Aim for at least 64 ounces per day. That's after surgery, like I want to say in your second month of being out. Hey, Veronica, how you doing, love? Then also, you guys, when you have this surgery, the gastric sleeve, it can also cause other things if you don't take your medicine right. As far as being dehydrated, it can cause dumping syndrome. A lot of you guys are probably like, what in the world is dumping syndrome? Hey, everybody that's tapping in, if y'all can hit that like button and share for me, please. Dumping syndrome occurs when food, especially sugar, you guys, especially sugar. Right after your surgery, they're going to tell you you do not need sugar. Everything you eat, like applesauce, stuff like that, unsweetened, no sugar. When sugar moves too fast to the stomach, to the duodenum, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the first part of the small intestine in the upper gastrointestinal GI tract. This condition is also called rapid gastric emptying. Dumping syndrome has two forms based on when symptoms occur. Early dumping syndrome occurs 10 to 30 minutes after a meal. Late dumping syndrome occurs 2 to 3 hours after a meal. Also, is it true you have to sleep upright in a chair for the first couple weeks? No, honeybee. I do not know who told you that, but baby, that is definitely not true. Hey, Lysandra, how you doing, love? That is not true. When you first have the surgery, I actually laid on my back in the hospital. And like I said, you can stay in there for 1 to 2 nights. I was only in there, thank God, for overnight, and I went home. And I can honestly say I had a comfortable stay and all. How do you feel with eating? You feel that you want to eat? No. When you first get out of the hospital, the doctor will let you know that you're not going to have an appetite. It's going to be a while before you even pick up an appetite, because the portion of the stomach that was removed, which I had 85% of it removed, you guys. So, that's a big portion of your stomach. Certain parts of your stomach is what makes you hungry and all of that, So most of that was taken away. So I had to develop that appetite back. And I still honestly haven't gotten it back. I have to actually force myself to eat. So it's actually hard after having this surgery. And that's what I want everybody to know. It's a wonderful tool, I will say that, to lose weight. But I wouldn't get it just feeling like, oh, I'm going to have this surgery and just lose weight and just be better than ever, because that's not the case. This is like a whole lifestyle change, y'all. I'm not going to lie, I'm from the country, so I have always ate a lot of fried food, bad foods all my life. So with this surgery, you have to change all of that, the way you eat, all kind of stuff. And I know y'all see me still eating some fried foods, and that's because my doctor actually told me to. After your surgery, you guys, you will go back and have different tests done, blood work done, and you will get back on that same machine that I was telling y'all about. And it will tell your body mass, weight, your skin, like water weight, all of that. And with that, it's also letting you know, like, it tests, like, they'll do blood work to let you know, like, your hemoglobin, everything that's going on with you. Most people after this surgery, you will end up anemic. I will honestly tell you that. You will end up anemic. My husband was over here talking, y'all, and y'all should hear what he got to say. Go ahead.
Okay, this is all I'm gonna say. If you got a spouse, you might want to sit down at the round table with your spouse, because it ain't gonna just be a long process for you. It's gonna be a long process for whoever you with. You know what I mean? If they dedicated to you. I don't know your situation. I just hope your situation all right. But what I'm saying is, hey, it's something you got to speak. You got to talk over with whoever you going through this with. You got to have somebody. You can't do it by yourself. I'm telling you now.
It's a life change for the whole family.
Yeah. And it's still ongoing now. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't know what she been saying, but, I'm going to keep it funky. You know what I mean?
Shut up. Hey. But he's not lying, y'all. Like, it's a life change on everybody. She said, I agree with your husband, Toya. Yes, it is. It's a life change for the whole house. Not just you, because you're not going to, the kids too. And you're not going to want to just sit around and watch somebody eating a bunch of unhealthy stuff. So, at the end of the day, it is something to talk about with your spouse. Don't just make this life change without them.
And if any of y'all spouses is on here, sitting beside you, always by your side, you know what I mean? Like I am with my baby. Hey, bro, look, go ahead and go and hit the snack shop and go and get you some zoom zooms and wham whams and stash them. Because I'm telling you, that keto diet finna be crazy.
Shut up.
Yeah, hey. I was standing on the corner with a cup, shaking it for change to go get some, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want her to see my bank account statements. You know what I mean? See what you was doing over here getting honey buns and hostess. You know what I mean? So I was out there getting me some quarters to go to the store. I'm telling you, bro, go ahead and stack up. I ain't had nobody tell me this. Go ahead and get you a stash. You hear me?
So basically, he's saying get you a snack stash because the wife ain't gonna let you eat all of that.
Not in front of her.
And not in front of me, no. But it's like I didn't even care. Right after surgery, y'all, for real, I didn't even have the appetite to eat it. It was hard for me to even drink the protein shakes. I went from buying protein shakes, trying to drink them. I know I had every kind. I had Girl Scout cookie. I had Premier. I had, what else did I have, babe? Equal. Like I had every kind of protein shake you can think of. If they didn't sell them in the store, I was ordering them off Amazon, y'all. And it was like none of them really agreed with me. I don't know if it was the milk base or what it was, but I did have one that was like a juice consistency and it was fruity and it was good. I actually didn't have any problems with it, but it didn't have enough protein because after your surgery, it goes up from, wasn't it 10 grams before surgery and 35 after surgery in the protein? 25 after surgery is what you need in the protein shake. So it went good. Thank you, Nina Edwards. Appreciate that, love. Do you suffer from acid reflux? Oh, yes, honeybee, I do. I really, really do. And that's another reason why I got it. And my doctor actually wanted me to do what, OB? Say it, what you got to say. When you said acid reflux, my husband head spit around.
Because I feel like I'm her in-home doctor. You know what I'm talking about? I sit and study up on everything she done went through. So she was like, hey, why is I'm feeling like such and such and such? I'm diagnosing her right there on the spot where what's happening is
oh my God,
your medulla oblongata is got a little inflammation on it.
I don't think I got an medulla.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking. You know how I do my doctor lingo, but what I'm saying is I used to be on it. You feel me? So when she's like, what's wrong with this? I want to have the answer. Yeah, it's probably such thing. And then when she call her doctor, it's the same exact thing. What's going on, Robin? You feel me? But yeah, it's crazy now. It's good. It's a good tool now. It ain't a good problem solver. It's a good tool. It's something to get you started. The hardest thing of anything is starting it. You feel me? This is gonna get you started. You know what I mean? You just gotta stay on top of it.
Right. So at the end of the day, it is like he said, a good tool. But yeah, back to the question. I do have bad acid reflux, and that's why my doctor actually wanted to do a gastric bypass on me. And I refused the gastric bypass for the simple fact. Oh, thank you, Nina. I actually refused the gastric bypass because with the gastric bypass, you can't get an endoscopy test. And most of you guys know about my family with the CDH1 cancer gene. With the endoscopy is the only way you can detect if you have that type of cancer. And so I refused to get the gastric bypass. That would have stopped the acid reflux. So I still deal with the acid reflux. I actually still take medicine every day on a day-to-day basis for that. But Candace said my sister got the same surgery. Candace, how is she doing now? Robin Buttercup, much love. Thank you, Helen. I see you. Hey, Peanut. Hey, Toya OB. Happy blessed Wednesday. I know people that had the same surgery, and I heard that they can't eat right. And that's true. But my doctor is basically telling me, like, and I can say I have got better from when I first had my surgery. When I first got it, I could barely eat anything, like 1 or 2 bites, and it felt like it was a weight sitting on my chest, like it just wouldn't digest. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to do a lot of protein shakes instead, even though it disagreed with my stomach. So from that point, you guys, I went to making my own protein shakes. and it still didn't agree with me. I don't know if it was the protein powder or what. So now I still try to drink protein shakes from time to time, but I normally do the protein bars instead. I don't want gastric bypass either, but I already have acid reflux and I'm afraid it will get worse. If you get the gastric sleeve, I can tell you it will get worse because your stomach is going to be the shape of a faucet. You know, like a tall, skinny faucet. That's how your stomach is going to be shaped after they take that 85% off, you know, and your doctor will let you know that. So you have bad acid reflux, indigestion, all of that. Like you have to take your time when you eat. You have to chew it a lot of bites so that it'll digest right and you can eat more food. You know, it's a lot to these surgeries. It's not just an in and out process like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So anybody that's wanting to do it, make sure you actually go to a doctor that's going to tell you guys what's actually going on. It was a girl passed on TikTok. I think it was because she didn't consume enough protein. Yes, and that can happen, Veronica. Actually, it's people that actually has the gastric sleeve that end up having kidney failure. And that's due to your stomach being so small. They actually tell you you need to drink 64 ounces of fluids daily, right? But how can you? You know, it's easier said than done. So, and I dealt with that too, coming out straight out. I was in the hospital. Y'all actually seen me. I even went live at the hospital when I had to be, I had to go for dehydration and I had to get fluids put in. So it can be dangerous if you really don't know or pay attention to what you're doing. You know, I was dizzy a lot, all of that. So I knew I was dehydrated and I just went to the hospital. Thank you, Healing Hearts. I appreciate it, love. I'm trying to stay positive, most definitely. I won't get as much traction, likes, or blessings being positive, but I'm definitely going to do it for the blessings in the long run because I know God got something in store for me. Like I said, since I've been positive moving forward, my views have dropped. I don't get, you know, that many blessings, which I never really have, you know, like that anyway on here. But it's just like a lot changes when you're moving in a positive direction. But I feel like that change has to occur either way, you know, and I'm willing to take a loss. It's okay. But yeah, so I had to start doing the liquid energy, you know, where you can pour it. I don't know if y'all have heard of that. Liquid hot, babe, what is it called? I started drinking Pedialyte and the liquid packets of I know y'all know what it's called because some of my followers is who told me this liquid IV. Right, honeybee. Ding, 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 ding. Rebecca, when I had cancer, everything made me sick as well. I could only eat Jolly Ranchers. Oh God, Lysandra. And that's what's crazy, y'all. Before my surgery, I did not like nothing sweet. I was not a sweets person. Now it's like I be craving something sweet, you know, I be wanting it. And I don't know why. Like, I'm not a diabetic, I'm not a borderline diabetic, any of that since my surgery, thank God. So that is a plus. God is going to bless you, Latoya. I already know, Rebecca. He always have, you know, he always have. I got 73 people in here. If y'all can, please hit that like button and you know, that share, please. And if y'all want to, y'all can bless your girl with a cash app or a super sticker. But yeah, like I was saying about the dehydration, that will happen. And they'll also tell you like when it happens, you definitely need to do the liquid IVs or go to the emergency room because that can cause kidney failure. And I'm not playing. When I tell y'all I was at the hospital, it was actually a woman came in and my husband was so scared. He was on the elevator with the guy's husband. I mean, with the woman's husband, and he was like crying. And my husband asked, "Was he okay?" And the guy told my husband, yeah, that he thought the surgery killed his wife, was killing his wife. And, you know, I had just come out of surgery. So OB was like distraught, you know. He came in the room telling me, but he said that the lady was actually, this was like her third time back at the hospital from having being that dehydrated. And they had just told her she had kidney failure from it. And I was scared, but I try to stay hydrated. And that's the main thing, y'all. So if you do have this surgery, make sure you guys stay hydrated and definitely drink your protein shakes because that's a must. And like I told y'all, you definitely have to take your bariatric vitamins for the rest of your life. You understand? What's a liquid IV pack? Veronica, a liquid IV is where it's a packet that you put in your water. You can mix it in your water or anything like that. I would say water is what I've always put it in, and it hydrates you quicker than just a normal water would. It's like basically the same thing that they put in your veins in the hospital. You're basically drinking it, to be honest, you know. So we was on dumping syndrome, you guys, and dumping syndrome can occur right after surgery. And like I said, it's caused by digesting sugars. It moves too fast through the stomach, the first part of the small intestine in the upper gastric or GI tract. The condition is also called rapid gastric emptying. Dumping syndrome has two forms based on when symptoms occur. Early dumping syndromes occur 10 to 35 minutes right after you eat. Late dumping syndrome occurs 2 to 3 hours right after your meal. How is dumping syndrome diagnosed? A healthcare provider will diagnose dumping syndrome primarily on the basis of symptoms, and scoring symptoms helps. Dumping syndromes. Oh, babe, come take these steaks out, please. I just thought about it. It's 12:40 p.m. Where you at, girl? It's 7:40 where I'm at in North Cackalack. And if y'all go through party, it is required for you to take the program planning visit. And you have a navigational person, a nurse, your on-call nurse that you can call anytime. With them, you have a dietitian, someone that's going to plan your meals around your weight and everything that you was tested for as far as sugar and all of that. You actually also have to go through a sleep study. I did not have to go through the sleep study because I didn't have any type of prior conditions as far as sleep apnea or anything like that. You do have to go through an upper endoscopy, which is what I was just telling you guys. If you get the bypass, you cannot get the upper endoscopy. They cannot look in your stomach. And that's the only way you can see if you have the cancer. Potatoes go in the strainer. Oh, okay. You also have to go to a cardiology consult. And you got to be tobacco free for 6 weeks, you guys, before your surgery. Hey, everybody that's coming in, man. Thank y'all for tapping in for the positive vibes, you know. I wish I could show y'all this graft on here. Okay, the virtual sleeve gastrotomy is a restorative type of weight loss operation after removing approximately 90% of the stomach and creating a slender tube, which is, you remember I told y'all this, my stomach is like kind of like a long faucet now. It's real small. Hold on. Yeah, and a slender tube. The remaining stomach holds a volume of 2 to 3 ounces. That's all the stomach holds after surgery, 2 to 3 ounces. This not only reduces your calorie intake, but also slows the transit of food, creating a sense of fullness and sanity. In addition, researchers hypothesize a hormonal effect with the sleeve gastrotomy. This metabolically reduces hunger by removing a hormonal active protein of the stomach. So that's why I was telling you guys, like, no, you do not have an appetite like you normally would because that portion of the stomach is removed. And that's what they are saying. When you go through this type of procedure, they're actually cutting off of that portion of the hormone of the stomach. So it's actually hard for you guys to eat. So I'm just gonna be upfront and frank with people. Like when people say I smoke weed or I do this, that's one reason why I do smoke, because when I can't smoke, I don't have an appetite at all. I'll go all day without eating, probably without drinking too. I know some of my siblings are the same way, like they have to smoke or something like that to even get an appetite. And I don't know how people go as far as eating or getting an appetite if they don't smoke or if they never have. But I know honestly that's the only way I can have an appetite, and that's since I had my surgery. And you can have leaks after having your gastric sleeve if you overeat or something like that. You can have leaks. I know my doctor told me that he actually had a lady right after surgery that came in with a blockage from eating granola, so it could happen, or from eating chicken because it's supposed to be pureed or something like that right after surgery. I'm learning so much. Thank you, Toya. No problem, love. You're welcome. Um, but yeah, so and you guys and stuff, y'all have already had this surgery, make sure y'all go get like you can get your D3, you can get your one a day women vitamins, you can get your multivitamins, and it's still equal the same thing as the bariatrics because they are very expensive, and I know how it is, trust me. um so was you a big eater, or did you just enjoy food? Well, honestly, with me, my problem was I didn't eat like frequent meals. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but like y'all with low metabolism, to kind of speed your metabolism up, if you go to a weight loss specialist, they're going to tell you to eat small meals, but more portions. You know, growing up, or if y'all are the average adult, you was raised that you eat 3 meals a day, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe a snack in between, dessert, something like that. But in reality, we are supposed to eat like 7 small meals a day. Where we sitting down eating meat, starch, veggies, something like that, we probably would eat maybe 2 bites of each portion, and that would be a reasonable amount of what we are actually really supposed to consume as an adult. You feel me? So with that being said, my problem was I would wake up at like 12 o'clock, like most adults, especially if you didn't work at the time. You was getting up in the afternoon, eating probably breakfast around 12 o'clock, something like that. Then I was eating maybe supper around what, 5, 6 o'clock, maybe 7. I wouldn't even say that early. I would probably eat supper around 8 or 9. So then around that time, I'm eating more because I'm hungry. You're feeling like you're extra hungry because you went so long without eating. So you're eating bigger portions due to you not eating all day. Then you're laying down on it because it's so late at night. And that's what got me. I was gaining weight versus thinking, okay, I'm gonna eat me 2 meals a day, boom, boom, and I'm not eating as much. No, you're gaining weight. Or as far as people starving themselves, you gain weight that way. It's not you don't just lose it. You have to put something in to get something out. In other words, a lot of people don't know that. And y'all have any more questions, y'all can drop them. I am reading them too. And after your surgery, your doctor is going to tell you to start reading your nutrition labels and all of that on the back of boxes and all of that. Count your calories. That's something I never did. They will tell you when you first come out, they don't want you to do too much milk. They want you to do like almond milk, stuff like that. right after surgery, you guys. I know a lot of people is gonna wanna hey Harmony Speaks, how you doing, love? Hey, talk to sweet Scorpio. Okay, tap in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I appreciate y'all support. Y'all make sure that you don't just, I know y'all gonna want to go to the gym, move around. I know I did anyway. I was actually at my brother's birthday party probably like 2 weeks after my surgery, and my doctor actually told me I did way too much. Did you have to lose a certain amount before surgery? No, Miss Taylor, I did not have to lose any weight before surgery because, mind you, I was only like 286, 290, something like that when I went into surgery. So with this gastric sleeve, most people are over 300 pounds. And you have to have a BMI of, hold on, I don't want to tell y'all wrong. I did go over that on the beginning of this live. Just 1 second, I will tell y'all. You have to have a BMI over 35 to even be considered for the surgery, you know. So it wasn't like I was just needing it. I feel like I did want it because, like I said, I used it for a tool. It did help me lose a lot of weight, as y'all can see. But afternoon and big respect, Harmony Speaks. But yeah, it's like basically it's a whole lifestyle change, people. I don't want nobody to lead you guys on and make y'all feel like by getting the gastric sleeve, it's over with right after. No, honey, it's not. It's a whole lifestyle change. And if you ain't ready, you can be sick or, you know, even worse. You have to make sure you do exactly what the doctor tells you to do. I'm late, not sure if you've answered this, but do you have any regrets? Um, I will say if I could redo things, I would have been in the gym every day, working out and doing me a good diet regimen. You know, I don't want to lead anybody on and say something I don't feel, and I that's just how I really feel. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would have been in the gym doing it the right way. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but any surgery that you have, there is going to be a downside to it. You know, the upside is I did lose weight, but the downside is I have to take vitamins the rest of my life. You know, I get blood work done a lot just to make sure all of my stuff is right. You know, I don't really know how to put it, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't have did it if I could turn back the hands of time. I feel like I was wanting it fast and that was my quick fix, but it's not really because it's something that you have to deal with forever. And now I'm to the point to where I want to stop losing weight and I can't. I see a lot of people that say, "Oh, you don't need to lose no more." But when you have this type of surgery, you can't just turn it on and off. Your all of your stuff has to regulate, and your metabolism, once it regulate, you will stop losing weight so rapidly, which means you eating right, taking your vitamins right, all of that good stuff. But it's hard, people. I'm telling y'all, it's hard. So anybody, I feel like the same way as far as the BBL and all of that type of stuff. Definitely think on it. Don't just jump into it. When I gained a lot of weight, I started Ozempic. So how is that, Harmony Speaks? Won't you come up and tell me how that is? I don't even know how to give you the link off of here because I'm on my laptop. Hmm. Oh no, Lydia, I haven't had to get a blood transfusion. Thank God. No, I have not. I haven't had to have any blood transfusions or anything like that. And honestly, I haven't heard of anybody having this surgery, having that done. Pretty girl said I can't gain weight. Oh God. Now, do you take like protein? Because I know protein will help. My only problem with that was really bad headaches. Oh, so Zipic do help? Because the way they say it now is like it's addicted. Because I was thinking that that's what they were saying the celebrities was on and they was losing too much weight. Or am I wrong, y'all? Thank you, Lisa Clark. I appreciate it, love. And I will say, after a while, the feeling with, like when I said, whenever you eat, it feel like a weight is sitting on your chest. That do start going away after time, but you just have to get to that point. It helped me, but it's not a miracle drop. You still have to change your eating habits. I can understand that. Harmony speaks. Oh, Oprah and Gail is on the Ozempic. Lisa Clark. So Harmony speaks. How was you? Did you have to be approved for the shot for the Ozempic, or how did that go? That's what's up, Healing Hearts. Was you on birth control or anything? I don't know. But it's not hard because it totally takes your cravings away. Yes, I had to be approved through my insurance carrier. Oh, okay. I was on Ozempic and it was working. All of a sudden, I needed to get my gallbladder out. Now it's not working. Wow. So, do you think your gallbladder stopped it from working, Juanita? They have different clinics around here who offer the shots, but it's not the actual Olympic. It's like a knockoff. So it's, oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to get this link, Harmony, and I'll let you come up and speak so I don't have to keep reading it. I'm trying to. Anybody else that want to tell us their story from having a gastric sleeve or any type of weight loss? Lord, y'all, I do not even know how. I don't know how to paste this link on here on this laptop. Babe, come here. How do you paste on here, y'all? Okay, Harmony Speaks. If you want to come up, you can. I just dropped that link. Or anybody else that want to come up that has had the sleeve or thinking about having it. If y'all got any questions? Hi, my beautiful queen. And hi to all the queens in chat. Hey, Linda, how you doing, love? Hey, Amber. I had to figure it out. I had to call my sister. Mm-hmm. Can y'all hear me now?
I'm doing my own. He said shoot. Fine.
Yes, Lisa Clark. Your body definitely has to settle with the change. Toya, you look beautiful. So happy for you, my beautiful queen. Thank you, Linda. It's not easy. I can tell y'all that. A lot of people be like, I make it look so easy, baby. It's not, I promise you. It's hard because it's even gonna be times when y'all are hungry and you're not gonna be able to eat. Them mugs done went from one meal to the other meal.
Yep. Serve rub a lot.
They on dessert already.
I'm not on dessert. That's men's.
Serve rub a lot.
Both of them.
Do y'all got any questions for me?
What is this called again?
Asparagus.
They good. I don't like the tip. I don't like the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Why don't you like the whole thing? Cause I just don't like it.
Wow.
It's nasty. But you like the asparagus.
How you like asparagus but you don't like the tip? You only eat one part?
No, I like the tip. I just don't like the whole thing. Maybe you close that caramel back up.
What y'all doing for the rest of the night, man, on this Wednesday? I wish I was about to watch Sisters, but that ain't gonna happen.
Get your gun up like a little man.
Can y'all hear me talking?
I think so.
I don't know anybody saying that, man.
Okay. What? This is good. What is that? This is like, I don't got that. It's burnt. You know, turn the spoon. I eat my whole thing with asparagus. just eat that.
Who is Gary, Terry?
Right.
You said you know OB wanted to break Gary's jaw. Oh, you talking about from Sisters. I was about to say.
Who's that?
This, y'all. Trying to find a clearer picture.
Sorry, hey, you just breathe. Ow. Come on. She just opened the whole lid and just dumped it all. Nothing coming out. It was stuck right there.
If y'all don't stop, why is y'all even in here?
We eat it. Y'all let us eat in our room, so then that's gonna come in here and eat. You said you eat it, don't you? Man, you didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. Just give me a little bit of mayonnaise.
But yeah, the place I went through, y'all, when I tell y'all it comes with all kind of fruit, like ingredients for it ain't letting me show y'all. It comes with all kind of post-diet. It will not let me show y'all this paper. Can y'all see that? It will not let me show this paper. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I guess it ain't gonna let me show y'all. I was gonna show y'all this thing where it's got all the different recipes, and then it's got a bunch of basically pictures of my stomach, like how it was shaped and how it's shaped now. I guess I have to download it on my laptop to show y'all.
What?
Because it ain't letting me show y'all. So do anybody got any questions? If not, I'm going to end this live. You feel me?
Man.
Hey, Penny Wilson, have to remove your background. Oh, to show the picture. Forget it. Yeah, I know. But I'm going to get off here, you guys, and go enjoy my hubby bringing in his birthday, you know. I had to get on here and do my little live. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got something from it. Definitely, especially if y'all guys are wanting or thinking about having surgery, I definitely hope y'all can relate or take something from this live, because I don't want people going into this surgery thinking it's just an in and out process when it's definitely not. So I love you guys, and y'all have a blessed day. You feel me? Enjoy y'all Wednesday.
Peace.
Because I got these babies right here. I ain't going to be able to enjoy mine.
Excuse me? Man, look, this looks like.
Thank you, Healing Hearts. Appreciate that, love. Gloria, everybody that's tapping in, thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out if y'all hadn't already. Love y'all and peace.